Took freaking. Oh, you good? Mayday!
We only have like a couple hours before we gotta leave down to Moab. So
Hours?
yeah, it's down to crunch time. So
We have like 3 weeks.
So in order to kind of get everything done, like the pressure's on, is what I'm saying. So Kalen's changing his oil, and we got some stuff to do on the Jeep. So Jeep needs a radiator, and it needs front U-joints, and it needs a once-over because of I haven't worked on it since the last time we went.
It needs some love.
And the last time we went was in October.
It's almost a year.
Yeah, so from October to September, it's September now.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna work on getting the, just watch. Right, there's the off-road creeper for you.
It's gonna work wonders.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah. In this, I gotta do an oil change and change my fuel filter. So that's what we're doing today in this. I also gotta change my crankcase filter, but it's on its way. I haven't gotten it yet.
How many gallons of oil are you putting in this thing?
It takes 12 quarts, which is 3 gallons.
Sheesh.
She's a thirsty girl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Several bad puns later.
All right, guys, we're back out here. Check on Kalen and see what progress he's made. What progress?
I'm still here.
Oh. So nothing's happened yet, is what
I'm
you're
not
saying.
used to these creepers. I'm used to just going under and going.
Don't
for
change
it.
the subject. Well, you totally missed the creeper.
And like that.
Wow.
And then your oil drains.
Dude, that's so cool, actually.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, get that thing going.
And then,
Hey, you got the old Hobo Freight bucket.
oh, dude, I thought it was a Home Depot. No, it is Hobo Freight.
Hobo Freight, not the Homer bucket.
So, this is exactly right underneath it, which means it won't catch any of it. Yeah, I want to make this so right now it's a hot air intake. It gets all the nice hot air and it sucks it into there. But I want to run this up into there, drill a hole, and then suck in fresh air in between the cowl there. So, that's a project down the road. You can definitely tell right there it has been leaking for a long time. And the reason it's leaking is because this fan has bounced so many times and it's rubbed holes into the lines. It's basically everywhere. All right, check this out. Look at that.
Gross.
What the heck? That is mud.
That's
No. You know what this is?
Did you put a...
That's stop leak stuff.
I was gonna say, did you put like a stop leak in
Did.
it or something? Radiator stop
I
leak?
sure did.
It's all up in here too.
Oh my gosh.
It's a good thing we're getting a new one, huh?
No wonder it overheated. Oh. O'Reilly. Yeah, you don't want to fool around with this stuff. It's cost about, what is it, $100 a gallon?
It's what it seems like.
It is actually quite expensive. Here comes the old radiator. He's lived a hard life.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
Something's holding on.
Take it out.
Hold on, I got the oil cooler lines zip tied to it. Oil cooler wires.
Oh,
They're right over this.
that's where she's leaking.
There we go. Yeah, you can see right where it was leaking now. See that?
Yeah.
All this under here. Oh, sure. Now that I got you over a bucket, you ain't gonna leak.
All right. Okay, so the third and final gallon is going in. Here's a little tip for you out there in the oil changing world. If you pour it like this, it does like the gulp, gulp, gulp sound. You all right, Connor?
No,
You sick?
never have to.
You can't be sick, it's a weekend. So if you turn it this way, it doesn't do the gulp, but you gotta go fast because you don't want to spill it. If you get right, see right there, just does that nice easy pour. It's better to jerk with, or to It's better to work with the smaller jugs.
What do you mean, jerk?
All right, so pick this up from the Evil Bay. And you can already see it slightly different, like I said, because this tank, instead of being on the side, is on the top. However, this one has a nice built-in fan shroud, so I don't have to mount the fan to that whole doohickey. So it is also taller by quite a bit. See how tall that is?
Whoa.
But that just means it should stick out the bottom farther. Before I take it out of the plastic, let's do just a quick dry fit.
Put me at the plastic I've been feeling brand new. Something.
Let's just make sure it's going to sit down like it should. The bottom radiator hose might not reach now. Oh boy. All right, guys, quick update with Kalen. Ha, psych.
Hey, she's all done.
It's all done?
Oil's filled up, the new fuel filter's in. I wish I had my crankcase filter so I could just get that done.
Sure.
But maybe we can do that for next week when we do the front diff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely need to do that because that thing's spinning all the time. And the last thing you want to
I
do
don't want
is...
to drive down to Moab with it doing that.
Well, the last thing you want to do is a replacement of a diff. I've done that before. Sweet. So we just got a couple more things, then it's ready to tow us down.
Yep. Got some Kool-Aid in there.
Oh my gosh. That wasn't a lot, really.
No, that's
and
not.
that was not a lot.
That's a little scary.
Yeah. Well, you know,
more.
it's kind of par for the course. But there is a new problem. 2 new problems. That's number 1. So I got to shorten this hose, which is not a big deal.
Yeah, that's an easy fix.
That's an easy one. But I got to figure out this down here because the hose does not reach. It's not even like remotely close.
You need a hose spreader.
We need to get a longer hose.
We got a few ideas floating around.
Yeah, I do. But I think I'm going to just need a new hose.
Yeah.
Love song. Whatever song this is.
Heard it in a love song.
Heard it in a love song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marshall Tucker Band.
Marshall Tucker. So we're just heading into town.
We got about a 20-minute drive.
So I made this. I wanted to show you. This is what the radiator hose shape should look like. So we're gonna see if they have something that will match this. But if not, we need something that can morph to this. Anyway.
And it's a good thing for me too, so now I gotta go dump all my oil out. So
Yeah, hopefully you don't get caught.
yeah.
Oh, you mean like take it to them?
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
The right way.
The correct way.
The correct way to do it.
Can't be home.
So we're back and we got parts. I got this right here. This hose is to a Chevy Tahoe or something. It's to a Chevy something. So it's gonna go on like this, but it doesn't quite fit. So I'm gonna have to cut it. But I know I need this part up to here. And if I can get it to go down to there, like that. So here's the piece I know fits. And then we're gonna cut it where we need to and put one of these adapters in. And then should be good. And then as long as we don't get it hot enough for that plastic to melt, we're good. All right, everything's buttoned up. The fan's hooked up, the fan works. The hoses are tight, radiator's tight. The swap's officially done. So now we're just filling her up with some more of this antifreeze. And then we're gonna start it. Remember how I said it should go down? It did as soon as I made a mess. We were doing so good.
We didn't spill a single drop. Anyways, okay, so I got my oil done, I got my fuel filter done, I'm still waiting on my crankcase filter, but then we also found out that my front diff is leaking, so we gotta address that problem.
We gotta get that fixed because we don't want any problems on the way down.
No.
The Jeep isn't done. This was supposed to be like an easy like radiator and U-joints.
Yeah.
So we still got U-joints to do, and we're gonna do them. But actually, it's not the U-joints.
No.
Because fun update, the Jeep broke a fuel line, so it's not here today. But we will get to the U-joints, don't you worry. Today we're working on this.
Which we have a lot to do. Last time, in the first video, all I was gonna do is just your basic oil change out my fuel filter. And then we decided to climb under to get to work, and we found some more things that need to be addressed before we go down to Moab. So we gotta get the front diff taken care of, it's leaking. My shock decided to explode and a leak too, so I got shocks to put on it, and my crankcase filter finally showed up. So
wow. And we only have like a few hours left before we go. So.
Hours?
Yeah, so we
Oh
gotta
man,
get
we
going.
gotta get going.
Holy smokes. It's a big old box. Oh, it's a shock. Oh, you went with Bilsteins. Hey guys, come down here. This right here is leaking. Oh geez. Look, it was leaking, all right? It was. We just gotta undo all these bolts right here, and then we're gonna knock this fella off. All right, got all these broke free. I'm just pulling them out.
Took freaking. Oh, you good? Mayday! what happened there?
I barely pulled it back. Definitely like a 75-90 flavor.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Really good for your skin. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. The inside of this looks excellent. Very good, actually. There's always some metallic sludge. You can see a little bit there. There's always a little bit on the drain plug. These are magnetic, and that's what they do. They collect all that metal. In differentials and transmissions, there's metal rubbing against metal like gears. It's inevitable. You're going to get some like some metallic content, right? But anyway, this looks really good. It will clean up real easy.
And they even have the AAM stamped in there.
Look at that, A8. Well, it's backwards. AAM's that way, but you can see it on that side. Definitely a Tuesday. Definitely diff cover. All right, folks. We're just about ready to get the shock put in all the way. We have struggled immensely.
As you can tell, it's dark.
It's dark. All right, I will feel in here. All right, just go for it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna see if this spins. Oh, it's totally spinning. All right. So we're gonna have to do a wrench and hold it with the Allen. All right, guys and gals, I got this shock out. This is the passenger side. I'm gonna zing that off. Anyway, I just had something in my hand and I don't remember where I put it. It's getting late. Kalen's under the truck. He's trying to get the thing tightened the rest of the way. And we did get the top breather in. So this little box right there is in.
It's a nightmare.
Okay, I got this one.
Okay.
All right. It was a nightmare. Anyway, it's getting late. I gotta get this shock in. He's got to tighten that, and then after he tightens that, then we can leave. Then we can go. Well, actually, he's got to put fluid in it. Then we can leave.
Until 2 in the morning. That stuff's so thick.
And then we can leave. Guys, that's the moon. The moon's out. It's like a half moon, whatever they call it. All right, that shock is ready to go. The problem is, it doesn't want to go in to its little home right in there. So I've got the pry bar. You can kind of see it back there. Got the pry bar in there. We're gonna put some heat on that bracket is down in there. And then we're gonna try to spread it apart. Kalen is, I don't know what, he's just been sitting here.
It's not fun.
Ken's been hunched over under here filling up the thing.
We got one quart in there, but now we, you know, the shock is a problem, so we'll come back to this.
Yeah, we can come back to that. All right, guys, it is not yet midnight, in case you were wondering, but it is getting late.
Ain't far off.
It's 10:21, and all is well. I think you're supposed to say that. Anyway, if you remember, the moon used to be right here. Now it's over here. It's visibly moved in the sky. It used to be right there. Now it is moved. So we set out on a quest to not make a mess, and then
Hey, don't look at any of this. I was never here.
it definitely was not here at one point. I'm gonna lay down on the concrete. It's nice and cozy.
That's the beauty about cat litter, is it cleans it up.
That's not where I thought you were going with that. So glad that
If you gave me a pillow and a sleeping bag, I'd sleep here.
I got the other shock in. I don't know if I told you guys that.
You told me.
Well, I told Kalen that. I don't know if I told you guys that. It looks like Kalen got run over by his own truck.
Yeah.
So
I volunteered for this.
wait, how did you get? You're going back through that way?
I don't know what I should do.
How
I'm
did
already
you
halfway
get
this
under
way.
there? There you go. Yeah, there you go. Oh, let me get that. Yeah. There you go. Look at it. Look at him go. All right, so the front diff is full. It's got a new gasket.
Yep. Diff's done. Shocks are in.
Shocks are good.
The new CCV filter's on.
CVTD is on. So anyway,
This was prep for Moab Day 2.
yeah, so don't go anywhere. There's still more to go, and we're going to continue right now. Guess what? It's another day, and I got some news. I fixed the fuel line on the Jeep, and then it broke in another spot and just started spewing fuel. So I should have recorded that. That would have been epic.
Yeah.
But anyway, Kalen's got another differential cover
Yeah.
thing
We did
to do.
We did the front one last night, so now we're going to do the rear, so that way I know they're both done around the same time. And yeah, that's what we're going to be working on.
Yeah, but you guys are going to love this. This thing is super cool. Just wait
Yeah.
till you see it.
I'm pumped.
While that's going to drain, we're going to go work on the front drive line to the Jeep, because I took that off. It does need new U-joints. I don't know if do you remember those things squeaked
Oh, yeah.
really bad? They're old. You can't grease them, so they just squeak when you drive. Anyway, we're going to put some new ones in.
Yeah, we were
mine.
supposed to leave like 2 days ago.
Yeah, so we're already behind schedule. But anyway, let's get started. Well, that hitch is conveniently located.
Yeah, it is. Holy, don't look anywhere back here.
There you go. You know, you got that Pittsburgh socket.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
So,
Come on, man.
come on, people now. Watch your eyeballs. It just says be a little bit. There you go. Nice. Look at that water fountain.
Yeah.
So we are to the point where we're going to put this diff cover on. So here's the diff cover. We got the oil ring in it. We put some little bit of oil on it. So now we're just wiping some of the gunk out of the bottom, and we'll be good to slap her on.
The reason I went with this is because of
Air density.
longevity and coolness.
It's pretty cool.
Not coolness as it
Oh.
looks cool, as coolness is like it keeps your rear end cooler.
Yeah, your rear end
For when you're
That's a-
towing.
Oh,
I'm trying to get into the specs here. Per Mr. Gail Banks.
hey,
Banks Enterprises.
and Gail says it's all about air density.
AD, air and density.
I'm your density.
Okay, we got the diff on, we got oil in it, and we're just waiting for it to kind of settle so we make sure we have the right amount. So now it's time to work on the old driveline. Now, Chevrolet back in the day decided they were going to infuse this with plastic. You can actually see that little blue spot is plastic. So what we got to do is we got to melt the plastic out of this housing. This is a double cardan, so there's a U-joint here, here, and then one down there. This acts as a constant velocity setup because your U-joints, when you rotate a U-joint, it speeds up and slows down twice every revolution. So to offset that, if you have two of them, they cancel each other out. So this kind of sits like this at the transfer case, and then you have your normal U-joint setup. It helps reduce that angle from being so sharp. So, but anyway, we're gonna do probably this one first. I gotta heat this up. We gotta melt the plastic out of it. Once that's melted, then we're gonna start whapping on it, and hopefully everything goes good. Okay. Of course it's right when that blew the old cap off. Oh my gosh. It is really pushing out of there. Alright, there's the other cap. One of 8 caps. I'm gonna give this a couple love taps. Because the Love Shack is a really cool place where we can get
Start a fire.
together.
Colt started the fire.
Oh, that one popped out really nice.
I heard it.
Yeah. Can you imagine trying to do this in Moab?
No, I don't.
On the side of the road?
People do.
Hey, I got one.
People do.
That box has got to be drenched before.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I just got to do these ones. Woo! Like that.
Heard ya.
Oh my gosh. Scares me. I'm fearless. It smells like burning brakes?
Yeah.
Like clutch. Like, it kind of smells like burning clutch. Oh my gosh. About 1 million of those. All right, Kalen, I need your help. There's the last one. Gosh dang it. I'm trying to anticipate that, and it's still, they just go everywhere. All right, guys, I got one new U-joint in right here, and the little clips go on the inside of here instead of the outside. So I got one done. Now I just got to attach the other one and get it going. So it is time to get that going. go home, put this in the Jeep. I'll grease it and I'll put it in the Jeep. And it'll be ready to roll.
Hey, you might have to do some editing with what I just said.
What? It's a family channel, Kalen.
Add music to this part. I'm still filming.
So, I went to say work and jugs. Because
Is that
you're
even
gonna
better?
edit this whole, just shut the camera.